Welcome back, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Halftime Show here on 89.1 The Point and 891thepoint.com. Pleased to be joined by former Brockport wide receiver and captain, now an assistant wide receiver coach at Buffalo State, Jordan Hogan. Hoagie, thanks a lot for taking the time today, buddy.
No problem, man. No problem.
And first off, congratulations on your position as assistant wide receiver coach at Buffalo State. What has the introduction to coaching been like?
It's definitely different than, playing, especially last week against Cortland. We defeated Cortland 41-28, and the whole time, it was just it was an unbelievable feeling, getting my first career victory as a coach against Cortland in 4 years. I couldn't beat Cortland as a player. That's my first game coaching. I come across victorious, so it was a great feeling. It's just a lot of paperwork, a lot of organizational stuff, a lot of team meetings. As a player, I didn't know a lot of these things with the coaching side of things, where it's team meetings, where it's figuring out who's traveling or who's not traveling, depth charts and game plans and game scripts. As a player, I just thought you just show up for practice and that's that. But there's so many things that go on behind the curtains that go into having a successful season.
Right, and you speak about that first game, 41-28 against Cortland. If you have a first game of the season and you beat Cortland by 13 points, you raise some eyebrows. How happy was the coaching staff after the performance?
Well, we did. Well, I wasn't on the team last year, but they beat Cortland last year. So going into the game, we definitely had confidence. We were definitely ready. We had a great week of preparation. We have some very talented skill position players, especially at the receiver position that I'm coaching. So we already had confidence. We knew what we were capable of doing, and we just stayed to our game plan. We stayed to ourselves, and we came up victorious.
What has been your main focus points that you have preached to the young receivers that you are coaching?
Mental and key to detail. I've been stressing that the game is played from the neck down, but the game is won from the neck up, meaning it's all about mental. At the college level, you get a lot of, physically, gifted receivers, but you really won't really reach your full potential unless you actually know what's going on from a mental standpoint, reading coverages, knowing how to attack leverages, and things like that. That's what I've really been preaching towards receivers, to really do your homework before you even get on the field. One thing I really want my receivers to do is to know what the defensive back is going to do before they already do it.
Now, the I-90 Bowl this year against Brockport. Last year, as a member of Brockport, you won it as a player. Now, as a coach this year, you have to try to get it back to your sideline. When you're standing on the sideline next week and a Brockport player is going to be lined up just against you, one of the wide receivers, what do you think that's going to feel like?
Ooh. Oh, man. That's a good question. I obviously wouldn't be where I am today without Brockport and especially Coach Mangone. I owe the whole campus and the whole athletic administrative and everyone who's been a part of Brockport, at least since I've been there for the past 4 years. I owe them so much. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be tough, especially because I've had great Brockport. And right now I'm just caught in a tough position. I'm wishing the best for Brockport, and I'm wishing the best for Buff State. I'm hoping my buddy, obviously, Jake Bailey goes off, Murillo, Malave. I hope my receivers at Brockport goes off. And I'm also hoping that, my receivers in Buff State goes off. So hopefully, it's a win-win situation for me. But at the end of the day, I'm working for Buff State now, so I need to get the trophy back on this side.
That's right. Now, I know that you're following Brockport's games very closely. What did you think about their 30-2 pounding on Lycoming again?
Well, a lot of players at Buff State have been asking me, so how's Brockport looking this year? I'm like, well, they look pretty good. I knew that they were going to maybe not have their way with Lycoming, but I kind of knew going into the game, especially the offensive line is back. You got Bruce and Ben and Roberts, and you got a couple of new guys on the line. The line sets the tone for any football team, and pretty much I would have to say that Bruce and Ben might be the two best tackles in all Division III football. So it's pretty good when you have those big boys up front. Then you got a behemoth in Tyrone to hand the ball off to, and then you got some nice playmakers in Spalick and Malave and Morozic. So offensively, Brockport should be up there in their conference for this year. And defensively, I know there's a bunch of ball hawks on the defensive side of the ball. So I wasn't really surprised by Lycoming at all, to be honest.
Last spring, you got the chance to meet Ty Stolt. What did you think of him in the spring as he was in position to battle for the job, and now he eventually won it?
I've known Ty Stolt for a few years now. We actually played against each other in high school.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. He's from Western New York. I'm from Western New York.
Right.
And we also trained together in the off season. So actually, before I even got the job at Buff State, we trained at the same facility in Williamsville called Absolute Performance. And I was kind of like showing him how routes are going to be run at Brockport, where he needs to put the ball at, and things along that nature. So he has a great arm. He goes a nice ball. But I didn't know he was the runner. I checked the stats. He ran the ball for, I think, 11 times, 74 yards, something around there. But I didn't know he was the runner. So that's what I'm interested to see Saturday come game time, see what type of runner he is from close up. But he's a great quarterback. I know he's very smart. That's one of the things around Western New York he's known for. He's known for being a student of the game. He's a very smart player. He makes good decisions. And, he's a good quarterback in my eyes.
And finally, Hoagie, I'll let you go on this one. You know as a broadcaster that about all the football I play is in intramurals, and unfortunately, I have to go up against Joe Scabilia on September 24th. How do you think I should prepare for him?
You know what? I actually just talked to him a few days ago about, he's trying to get into the flag football now in intramurals. You know what? Just get in his face, he kind of cracks under pressure. If you play cover two, and if he's playing quarterback, just stay on the hash mark, because I guarantee he's going to throw you the ball.
September 24th, the date is circled on my calendar. That is former Brockport wide receiver and captain, and now assistant wide receiver at Buffalo State, Jordan Hogan.